Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we are playing Jak II. The series has taken quite the turn here. The first game was this nice little family-friendly collectathon, and then this game got edgy and is very GTA-like. Which, you know, it's an interesting change. I kind of feel like the whole tonal whiplash between going from the first game to the second game is an important part of the series, but of course I don't play two games from the same series right next to each other, so instead, I went straight to this from, Mario RPG, which is just as much of a tonal whiplash, if not more. So, anyways, yeah, let's get into this. Using a mostly new memory card here, the same one that I used for Jak I.
For every age, there is a time of trial. The rocks faced such a fire before they were the strength beneath our feet. The plants braved vast winds before their roots could give us life. As a sage of considerable years, I have known only one such great ordeal. Yet the hero it created was a champion for all time. Today's the big day, Jak. I hope you are prepared for whatever happens.
I think I figured out most of this machine. It interacts somehow with that large precursor ring. I just hope we didn't break anything moving it here to the lab.
Easy for you to say. We did all the heavy lifting.
Daxter, don't touch anything! Though the precursors vanished long ago, the artifacts they left behind can still do great harm.
Or great good, if you figure out how to use them.
I've had some experience with such things. I know you can make it work.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears to be reading out some preset coordinates.
Wow, look at that.
Finally, the last rift gate has been opened.
What are those things?
So this is how it happened.
You cannot hide from me, boy.
Do something, Jak!
What's this do? Or that? How about this one? Anybody pressed all the buttons?
What was that thing?
Hang on, everyone!
I want on this thing!
Find yourself, Jak!
Okay, I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
There he is. Move in. Step away from the animal.
Ah!
Forget the rat. The Baron wants him. We've been waiting for you.
Don't worry, Jak. I'll save you before you know it.
Dark eco injection cycle complete. Bio readings nominal and unchanged.
Well, nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments, Baron Praxis. I fear the Dark Warrior program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the dark eco I've pumped into you.
What now? Metalhead armies are pressing their attacks. Without a new weapon, my men cannot hold them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this city to those vile creatures! move forward with the final plan and finish off this thing tonight.
As you wish. I'll be back later.
Ding ding, 3rd floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jack, it's me, Daxter. That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail, literally, to save you. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Say something, just this once.
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
Shh. Right now, we gotta get you out of here. Just let me figure out how to open the security locks for your chair so I can... Or, you can do it. Jack, easy now. Easy, buddy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Daxter?
What the heck was that? Sheesh! Remind me not to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark, and gruesome. We're out of here. I brought you some new threads. Put them on.
Okay, so there's a lot to talk about there. First of all, the little device that they were using, that, like, vehicle that they used to come to whatever this world is, that was the thing that was found behind the door at the end of the first Jak and Daxter game. You know, the thing where when you get 100 power cells, they open the door, but they don't show you what's inside. That was that vehicle. And, beyond that, so we've got a 2-year time jump where Jak was captive, and the PSP game Daxter takes place within that little time skip. And yeah, Jak's first words were not very friendly. And Daxter brought us some new clothes, so yeah. Here's the seat where they were performing experiments on us. There's also, like, a pit of death below us. If I can remember how to get into first-person mode. Yeah, a bunch of different prison cells down there. And our mission right now is to escape from the fortress. And here's our map of the fortress here. We see there's a lot of ways to go. The blue is what we haven't been to yet. The white's what we have been to, and the red is a pit of death. We've got some sort of warp gate here that doesn't seem to be working. We've got a door we can't seem to go through. And we also have something familiar up here. That is a precursor orb, one of the collectathon items from the first game. But in this game, they're much more rare.
Do you remember how to jump?
So let's go collect this, and Daxter will say something about it.
These precursor orbs are worth a lot now. We might find a few hidden around, or get some doing difficult tasks. We'll be able to buy stuff with them.
Will you be able to buy stuff with them, though? Because basically what the precursor orbs do is they let you unlock stuff in the secrets menu, which are sort of like little cheats, some of which are cosmetic, like Jak having facial hair or not. Some of them you unlock like a scrapbook, and some of them are actually cheats. But, and you know, in order to avoid spoilers, a lot of them are hidden here. And once you get 200, that's where you get hero mode, so basically a hard mode you can play through. Although you get a different prize for getting 200 on hero mode. But yeah, there's 286 precursor orbs throughout the entire game, 94 of which you just find lying around, and something important I should mention, this game was specifically designed so that no precursor orbs could be missed permanently. However, it was not specifically programmed that way. So, you know, I'm gonna explain that in more detail as we come to the ones that can be permanently missed. But for now, just to know that the 1 precursor orb in the sewers and the 7 precursor orbs in the nest are permanently missable, so do not miss them. Anyways, let's continue on through our prison escape.
Please tell me you remember how to roll.
So yeah, we can roll, and while rolling we can do a long jump. Now they're detecting our prison escape. So, I did say that no precursor orbs in this area can be permanently missed, but that doesn't mean that they can't be temporarily missed. If we miss any...
Try jumping once, then jump again while in the air to reach that one.
If we miss any precursor orbs here...
And guard crates lying around for the taking. Break that crate! Good job! The crate had a health pack inside. Pick it up! You'll want to keep healthy, Jak, or who'll do the fighting?
But yeah, so if we miss any precursor orbs here, it'll be a long time before we get another chance to get them, because, you know, we would need to break back into this prison.
If you duck before you jump, you'll go higher. You'll need a high jump to reach the top of this ledge, Jak.
So yeah, I believe there's 8 precursor orbs.
Do your, stuff.
There's 8 precursor orbs in this fortress. So we gotta make sure we don't miss any.
We're beginning our sweep.
We've got a few different fighting moves, but they pretty much all return from the first game. So here we're collecting pieces of dark eco, and this little health pack is a box of green eco. Of course, the first game had 6 different colors of eco. Green, which was health, red, which increased your melee attacks, or like your melee capabilities, blue, which made you faster and allowed you to interact with certain precursor ruins and artifacts and stuff, yellow, which increased your melee range. It like gave you the ability to shoot fireballs. And then there was dark eco, which was just bad and would hurt you, and there was the mythical light eco, which, you know, you find and use at the end of the game. In this game so far, we have dark eco, which we're absorbing, even though it's supposed to be bad, because they performed dark eco experiments on us. And it turned us into that dark thing we saw in the opening cutscene. But we're also finding these containers of green eco, which are health, just like before. They're just in containers instead of being in clusters like in the original game. Anyways, if you fail this jump, there's a precursor orb down here. So don't miss that one. That one's really easy to miss.
We have movement on level 1. Alright! There he is!
Now those guys are shooting at us from below. Thankfully, they're really bad shots.
We got him!
Typical stormtroopers here.
If you jump and dive, you'll crash down to the ground hard enough to break lots of things. Breaking stuff's fun, right?
Yeah, you're basically advertising Ratchet and Clank with that one. You can break everything in those games. Anyways, as you can see, these precursor orbs are hidden behind any little thing. They're very well hidden in this game.
I've been on duty for 2 days straight. Don't complain, I got sewer patrol next week. Poor bastard. Which commander did you piss off?
Yeah, so you can just listen to these guys.
You going to city races this time? I'll be there. champs this week? Shh. Got a big bet on the next city races. Errol's my boy. He always wins. I like the new armor. Yeah, me too. I get more comfort in the crotch. You see that new JX7 racer? It's a sweet ride. You seen anything? Keep your eyes peeled. Just got a radio alert. Stay frosty.
I think they might be done talking. Alright, it's nice being able to listen to the little enemy characters talk. Anyways, let's keep going.
There is no escape.
We already have enough precursor orbs that we can, you know, mess with Jack's facial hair here. Oh, suddenly he doesn't have a beard, but I don't really like messing with this stuff, so I'm gonna leave it set to default. But yeah, so you can unlock some of that stuff pretty quickly. And the last one we're gonna pick up in this mission should be right up here. Like, I have a list of how many precursor orbs I need to get in each area, but I shouldn't need to look up where they are, because I think I'm familiar enough with this game. Now, Jak III, on the other hand, like the town areas in that game, man, I'm gonna need a guide for that one. Anyways, we can escape now.
We're free, Jak! Thanks to me. Nice to breathe some fresh air, huh? We'll get that Baron Praxis guy, all right.
And yeah, that door, there's no going back in that door. Anyways, if we look at our map now... Is there no button that's a shortcut to the map? Alright, there we go. So yeah, we're in this big city now. If you see that little blue arrow there, by the big fortress, that's where we are. Where the blue arrow, and you see there's like parts of the map that aren't filled in because they're behind these green and red lines. So those are like barriers that we can't get through right now, and we're not going to see the rest of that part of the map until we can get through those barriers. So yeah, let's look around.
Hello, strangers. My name is Kor. May I help you?
You look like a reasonably smart man. I want information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Well, my angry young friend, you are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious Haven City.
I was just a guest in the good Baron's prison.
Inside a cell or inside the city, walls surround us both. We are all his prisoners. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd move on if I were you.
By order of His Eminence, the Grand Protector of Haven City, Baron Praxis, everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for suspicion of harboring underground fugitives. Surrender and die!
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city. Protect us from these guards, and I'll introduce you to someone who can help you.
Requesting backup!
Yeah, so in this city, there's no such thing as innocent until proven guilty. So we've got to fight our way out, and suddenly we have transformed into that thing we saw in the opening cutscene. And we've got crazy melee moves.
it again.
Something's happening to me. Something he did. I can't control it.
Very impressive.
You okay, Jack?
What you just did was very brave. This child is important.
This kid? He looks kind of scruffy.
You are in a restricted zone. Move along.
Thank you for your help, but I must get this boy to safety.
Hey! What about us?
There is an underground group waging war against Baron Praxis. Its leader, the Shadow, could use fighters like you. Go to the slums, find a dead-end alley near the city wall. Ask for Torn. He can help you.
Alright, so we're taking the fight against Mr. Krabs, because that's the same voice actor as Mr. Krabs.
The city map is displayed in the lower right. Follow the icons on the map to reach important destinations.
This area is
Welcome
So
to
yeah,
the
we
city
just took...
transportation system. You can hover in one of two zones, low and high. Try switching hover zones. Switching hover zones may help avoid traffic or ground obstacles.
The city needs your sacrifice.
So yeah, we just took a vehicle. There's a few different types of vehicles. And this thing here just spouts out Baron Praxis propaganda. I'm not gonna sit here through the whole thing because it's long, but I'm sure we'll hear bits and pieces of it as we play through the game. So yeah, the vehicle we got here is the one I'm gonna be using most often. It's the most fragile, but it's also the fastest. This one here, this is like the slowest of the four main vehicles, but it's also the most durable. So I'm gonna be using this one in missions where we get hit a lot. Meanwhile, that one there, yeah, that's one of the guards' vehicles. It's even slower but more durable than the one I was just in. But it has a gun on it, but if you take it, you'll get chased by the guards. So I'm probably just gonna die now. I mean, I could try to escape if I wanted to. This vehicle up here... Yeah, I'm just gonna die there. I'll try to explain some more of the vehicles. This one here, this is the second fastest of the four main vehicles, but also the second most fragile. And then this one is, you know, the second most durable of the four main vehicles, but also the second slowest. And the one other type of vehicle you can get is another one of the guards' vehicles, so they're gonna chase me again if I take it. If I can find one. Oh, I think I just saw it.
I've got suspicious activity in the sector.
Where'd you go? I saw you. Oh, I just ran into it, I think. Yeah. These ones. So this is, I think, about as fast as the fastest vehicle of the four main ones are. And I think it might be just as fragile. I think, but it also has like a gun built on it. But if you take it, then of course the guards come after you again. Anyways, let's actually try to escape this time and get to our mission. So these things here, you can't interact with them while you're being chased. And that's why it's all red, because it's disabled. But you can do little side missions when you go to them if there's a mission available. I didn't see a marker on our map, so there shouldn't be one available right now. So instead of doing a side mission, let's just get on to an actual mission, which would be over here.
We're looking for a guy named Torn. Kor sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's a mute, like you used to be.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy.
We want to see the shadow.
Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Okay, you, sir, were making that scene. You're really trying to distract us from that cutscene, making those noises over and over again. Anyways, yeah, so, I mean, we could watch it again without that distraction now, because that's what talking to someone again does, is you just see the scene again.
Are you Torn?
You're making the noises again. Why are you doing that? Something got really glitched out here. Anyways, yeah, so it's not like in Jak 1 where it'd be a new version of the scene where they just say the same thing again, but like summarized. Here, it actually just replays the same scene again. But anyways, so we've got to go get the Baron's banner off in, they said it was Dead Town. So let's just follow the little indicator on our radar. Thankfully, our little GPS down there is smart. Oh yeah, and the little side mission thing, this is what they'll look like if they don't have a new mission for you. They'll look different if they do have a new mission. But yeah, thankfully our little GPS is smart, and the little indicator won't just point you in the general direction of where you need to go. It'll actually figure out what route you need and tell you to go in that direction. So you shouldn't get too lost when navigating through this game. So yeah, now we are outside the city walls. If we look at the map, we are at Dead Town. And we're gonna go do that now. So places outside the city, or like specific places in the city, like the fortress, will have their own map like this. And, well, this is the missions, but, yeah, so we have maps like this for places outside the city or certain locations in the city like the fortress, and most of these locations have like 3 missions that you do in them throughout the course of the game. Anyways, this water down here is very harmful. If you jump in there, you'll get hurt. So while there are little precursor orbs out there that we could collect now, that would probably require us to die a bunch, and we're not supposed to get them yet until we have a way to safely go across this water. So for now, let's ignore those precursor orbs. And let's just fight our way through here, defeating these little creatures and picking up the dark eco they drop. That beacon there is where we need to go. You can see the banner up there. You could see on the map there was a green dot that was flashing, and that's where we need to go. So down here, there's not really anything to get. Right now, we just want to focus on getting to that tower and climbing it. Notice how in this game, we sort of have the same amount of health as in the first game. In the first game, you had like 3 health, but you really had 4 because of the extra, you know, small bits of green eco you could hold. And in this game, we have 8 health, but most attacks do 2 hits of damage to you. These guys seem to only be doing 1 hit, but most enemies in this game will do 2 health points of damage to you. So you have basically the same amount of health, so that fell apart there, and we're at the tower we need to climb. So let's climb up as parts of the tower fall apart. So we've got some platforming in here, reminiscent of the first Jak and Daxter game. Of course, we've got these things that we swing on, just like in the first game. I believe there were some of those earlier in the game, too, I just didn't mention them. And here we are.
Guess you guys are in.
So yeah, we got the classic Jak and Daxter fanfare, only to be interrupted by action scene. And now we're accepted into the group, and we've just gotta... Are you gonna say it, Daxter? Gonna tell us what to do?
I think we need to go back to the city, Jak.
Yeah, if you stay out here, he'll just keep nagging you to go back to the city. So I was already on my way back. But he nags you pretty often. At least, you know, during, you know, at the end of this mission specifically.
See you still alive.
And here we are. Still alive and back in the city. This city's called Haven City, by the way. I can't remember if they mentioned that yet or not. But anyways, I'm gonna check the map here real quick. It doesn't look like there's any side missions available. They would be marked on the map if they were available. So I think I'm just gonna head to where we need to go. But before actually accepting the mission, I think we're gonna end things off. The thing about this city is that, like, you know, there's a lot of city. There's not really much to find within the city itself, but you still want to get to know the city really well because of certain missions that take place within it. Like, in order to do some of these inner city missions, you want to know the city pretty well. But anyways, we have a secret door here, and we will be going down there next time. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.